Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. A first carry for Rachaad White. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film section, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On play action, it's Brady. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Brady going to throw. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Down right around the 25. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's got White here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. White not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Once again, it's White. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Now a play fake. Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And here Here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here at their own 19-yard line. Here's Darnold. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So Sam Darnold, not really known for having the strongest arm in the NFL, but he certainly laid that one out there. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They run again with Foreman. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Able to complete this to Shenault. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. To throw is Darnold. Touchdown! Laviska Shenault from 13 yards out. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
A partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Shotgun now for Brady. On the left side, a catch by White. He's got room at the 30, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Brady gives this to White. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year, and look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 14-7. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On play action, now Brady. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Suckup. And it's now 21-7. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On first down, it's Darnold. And this one is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 34-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streak.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Play action. Now it's Brady. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tap it right here on this play.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try and run it in with White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Succop's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. Forced out to his left. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
First down, here's White. Down to the 42, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Brady going to sling this out wide to Godwin. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw, it's Brady. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Darnold on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
To the air again, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. Darnold. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Darnold completes it, and they're going to move it down inside the 25.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. A 1st down throw, Darnold. Going down the middle, and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They go with White on the counter. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up attack. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 23 yards, the final tally. To throw is Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Darnold from the red zone now. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. To throw is Darnold. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
A carry for Foreman. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now this time, Brady will throw. This is caught by Evans. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
91 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Rashad White,
35 yards.
and the Bucs are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On play action, it's Brady. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. But, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These 2 defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, 46 yards.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
On second down, they'll run with White. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.